Dad shouting on the other side of the fence, and then other zoo visitors were shouting too. But no way could I lose my best baseball cap. I wore it all the time, sometimes even in bed. The afternoon sun flashed in my eyes. I blinked and gazed around, struggling to find the cap. It didn't take long to spot it. It had come to rest at the bottom of a low clump of weeds. "I see it!" I shouted as loud as I could. I thought maybe that would calm down my screaming parents on the other side of the fence, but they kept crying out and calling to me.
"Get out of there!"
"Chuck, get out of there now!" I cupped my hands around my mouth and yelled, "I'll be right out!" Blinking, I shielded my eyes with one elbow and darted toward the cap. I couldn't get the sun out of my eyes. I saw the blue cap clearly, resting against the brown weeds, but I didn't see the elephant charging over the grass. My legs were kind of shaky, and I could feel my heart ticking in my chest. I knew I didn't have time to think about how scary this was. I had to grab the cap, spin around, and make the leap back to safety. I didn't see the elephant until it was too late. I heard a shrill roar as I bent down for the baseball cap. The cap dropped from my hand, and I gazed up in time to see the elephant thundering toward me. Did he plan to knock me over and then crush me into the ground? I didn't really have time to think about what the huge animal was planning, and I knew I couldn't explain to him that I didn't mean to invade his territory. I just needed my cap back. So I swiped the cap and rolled. The old tuck and roll. I'm not sure where I learned it. The big elephant roared past me and crashed headfirst into the fence. Was he going to turn and charge again? I don't know. I was already at the top of the fence, scrambling to safety on the other side. Dad was angry. Mom was crying. She hugged me and wouldn't let go. I jammed the cap tightly over my head and squirmed away from her.
"You were lucky,"
Dad muttered. "We're always lucky," I said. Frowning, Dad pulled the lucky charm from under his shirt. He wears it inside a small black velvet bag around his neck. He never takes it off. He tugged the charm from the bag and held it out to me. I kissed it, and he slid it back into the bag. Then he tucked it under his shirt. I got the lucky charm from my parents 2 weeks ago. I know we'll be lucky from now on. Even when I'm attacked by an elephant in the zoo, I will be okay. I should explain some things. To start, I have to tell you that our last name is Lucky. Actually, Dad's last name was Luchot, Louis Luchot. But when he married Mom, he said he was the luckiest man on earth. He went to a lawyer and he had their last name changed to Lucky. Mom is Hannah Lucky. My little sister is Emma Lucky, and I am Charles Lucky. Unfortunately, everyone has always called me Chuck. You've got it, Chuck Lucky. I hate the name. I take a lot of teasing from everyone. Some kids at school started calling me Chuckles. Luckily, that didn't last long. Emma called me Chuckles for a long time just to be annoying. So you know what I did? I went into her room and turned the heads backward on all her panda bears. She hasn't called me Chuckles ever since. Anyway, luck has always played a very big part in our family. Dad always says, "The Luckies are the luckiest people we know." I never like to brag, but I am the main reason we are so lucky. That's because I'm the one who brought home the lucky charm. I had been saving up my allowance because I wanted to buy Mom and Dad a present for their birthday. They were both born on May 1st. They have the same birthday. How lucky is that? I had saved almost $30, but I didn't know what to buy them. They collect old jewelry, and they're always spending time in antique stores. I knew I couldn't afford to buy anything there.